Hello. How you doing? Oh, retire to your room instead of an in room. That's cool. Look at all this. It's just nice. It's very nice. Wait, hold on. There we go. Cool. You know what? Whatever. Let's just leave that for now. And I'm gonna go straight for the main story. Since it's level 70, and Monk is already at level 71, I'm gonna go change to Ninja. Oh, and I can unlock A ranks, probably? Yeah, because Paladin is level 73. Yeah. Okay. Still are we? I thought you might be. I felt you had a bright future with Clan Nutsy. And sure enough, you're not dead yet, which is more than I can say about some other poor sods. I've even heard whisper that you got the aid of our Eulmore patrons. I haven't even been there yet. What, no one told you? The whole system we've got here in the Crystarium first originated in Eulmore. Once upon a time, a few perfumed gentlemen were bored out of their wits and desperate for entertainment, and so they pulled their considerable resources and started placing bounties on dangerous beasts to attract hunters. Their original intent was apparently to derive amusement from the gruesome deaths of those foolish and greedy enough to pursue these marks. A reprehensible pastime, wouldn't you agree? But people are stronger and more clever than many realize. Like you, walnut marks hardly pose a challenge to you now, do they? All the more reason to pester Zyle for permission to take on 2 nut builds. Why are they... Oh, right, I need to switch to Paladin. Oh, why not? Should you die whilst in pursuit of a mark, you will receive no compensation. It's kind of weird that you can just continue these without actually doing any hunt. You just have to be the appropriate level on any job, it's whatever. I don't really get it. I don't really get why. But, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? This thing. Oh, I forgot to change out Nanamo for Komaino. Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Kholusia. I will pick you out a friendly walk. And there I was expecting a Chocobo. Maro are often used for travel then. That's right, mounts like my grey friend over there are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from further afield, or accustomed to chocobos perchance. I hear there are a few places where they ride a little well. Seeing as you are plainly unaccustomed to riding a Maro, I think it best I accompany you on this flight myself. Any Zun worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Very well. Oh, I was gonna open. Over there. You want to fly an Amaro to Kholusia? Well, I suppose if Master Gemini is going with you, Wait here, please. The master should be along with the mount shortly. Speak with the aspiring Amaro tamer to fly to the island. Cool.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath.
Oh no, I think the narrator is actually Arthur, right?
All is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Kholusia. This the first variant of Vanosha. And Limsa by proxy. I can sort of see it. Yeah, with the marble and everything, I can see it. I am right? Yeah, it's Vanosha. We are arrived. This is Cracked Shell Beach, on the eastern coast of Kholusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, sin-eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Right. That's where those rich fat cats in the cinematic were, right? Spy you that city in the distance? That is Eulmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale, and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Eulmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Eulmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. Alright. I am glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make finding a friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. Now hum that little jingle everywhere and you will find them eventually. The music is cool. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Eulmore. Eulmore keeps an eye on everything that happens in Kholusia, and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a spring of time. That will let him know you can be trusted. That number just climbed. It is cute. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amaro until you are ready to return. Cool. Let's see. Any fish I can sell for an exorbitant price for no reason. I don't know. But there was a star one that I got in the Crystarium. Asteroidia or something like that. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm guessing it's rare because I found it in the market for a, well, not exactly a lot of money, but still not an insignificant amount of money. What cloud? Used for anything? Nope. Used for anything? Nope, as usual. Fish are useless. They're always useless. Except for leveling up Fisher. or the senses. Oh hey, hobgoblin. Yeah, I have one of you from the latest tombstone event. Hold on to your Emperor's new seatbelt, an animal. We're gonna attack. Oh wait, she's sitting there? Cool. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, there's a Gubu. I wonder if they also have their own version of the Gubu wall. That would be cool. Moltash. Okay. Does he maul your mustache? Anyway, they can't do anything to me because what I have right here is peak female performance. PD. PD, right here. Oh, wait. Oh, you're right there. I just had to look left. Oh, there's more over there. I'm doing the combos completely wrong. What's wrong with me? Northwest. Okay. What you after? Fish? Crab? I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere if you have a taste for them. A fragrant herb commonly found growing along the floodplain of the source. Huh, of the source. How did you get your hands on it? Oh, I do have a bit of thyme. Chuck some in the pan and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say as there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alfino, eh? I know the one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Eulmore's richer than all of Novrand put together, but it's a different story for them as they live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. I can hazard a guess as to where he is. Now, get a message to him. But you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Steel Tide. That's a fishing village just up the path here. Path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there and I'll see that Alfino joins you. I feel like this might be a trap, but maybe not. Dorgo, your butt is clipping through the dress. Can't go to the Crystarium either. Is it your first time in a tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What you will be having? Ale is fine. A fine choice. And what will we be playing with? Well now, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? I'm sorry dear, I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. And I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other agreement. Ah, here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to do a bit of extermination work? I want you to squash any vermin you find. Then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me and you can laze about here as long as you like. I didn't mean to do that. The west. Oh hey, it's right. And Tomra. Okay. Oh yeah, this is very reminiscent of Lanosha actually. Even this river. Waterfall. Yeah. This. There's a waterfall around here, I think. Yeah, here. It's cool, but very trippy at the same time. I love it. Northwest. Northwest still. Actually fairly close to the other right over there. It's over there, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, Eulmore. That makes sense, it's over there. I probably can't enter. Probably. North. Yeah. The right stuff. Right. Mosha Moa? Tacha May? Oh, they're Mikote. Yeah, naming conventions are definitely different for them. Well, it's different for everyone, but you know, the apostrophe is notable. You look important. The Bill of Right cannot count on the perfumed gentry of Eulmore for protection, and they have long since given up on even asking. It falls to myself and my esteemed brethren to keep them safe. So I'd be lying if I said it was solely out of the kindness of my heart. You look very important. You look like side quest chain material. Anyway, there was a shop. Okay. Southwest. There's so many locations, notable locations, insane. Oh. Maybe? I think it might be Airport. Maybe. A version of Airport. Mayhaps. Hmm? Oh, it's over there? Hmm. I didn't take any damage? Okay. Cool. There it is. Oh, to the same place that showed me before, I think. That would be around here. Oh, let me guess, it's part of this is blocked off. Like this. Oh, you can hear sound. Okay. Let me test the fury again. I'm going behind. Okay, no, he was turning around. I don't know if that counts. Whoa. Big thing. The music is just really nice. Bottom wrong. Okay. Very well. This could be somewhat similar. Yeah, how did I not notice that? This could be like the first version of... Oh, hey. Scree! Sieg is over here in this game, apparently. Could be like the first version of this thing here. This Skylift that sent this little formation, or not formation, the little wooden build that's here. This could be the over-the-top for the first version of this. Could be. Anyway, let's move on. And by move on, I mean explore. Two lighthouses. You can actually access them though, is unlike the one in La Noche, where you can't access one of them, but it was accessible in 1.0. Okay, anyway. Wait. Oh, come on. I can stop getting popular. Okay, there we go. Peter Borroway. A finale most formidable. Okay. I like that name. A finale most formidable. Okay, still showing the same one that's up there. Oh, it's Eulmore, right? Gate Town. It's a town by the gate. Makes sense. I know I won't be able to enter it, but I still want to see it. Don't mind me, just a big turtle walking around. Oh my god, it's Theo. Hey, that's mean, by the way. Theo doesn't reek. Open arms, yeah, sure. That it sure looks like that. It absolutely 100% looks like you're welcoming everyone with open arms. Sure it does. The bright cliff. It is very bright. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god! Indomitable? Huh. I have that as a mount. It's probably not how you get the mount, though. Maybe? Maybe it's a random drop from that B rank? Gel, no? Who's most formidable? Oh, it's probably a fate chain. Oh, it's probably a chain. Okay. That sucks. There was one called the Taki Chronicles in Stormblood that was just a massive chain of fates. And it was so annoying. I really didn't like it. Okay, let's actually move on with the story. Governor's Row. Oh my god, it's the... It's the grapes! Oh my god, look at them. They're not square, but... Well, kinda. They're still kinda square-ish. Yo, look at them. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Beautiful. Front flip. Front flip. Maybe we need to knock louder. Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing? Or dead, or just not there. You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. What? Or just a little rat? No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Alright. Wow, what? I didn't even see you. Heading in for a pint? Yes. A mega pint. Welcome back there. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? He's not there. Gone. Must have got to join the rest of the hopefuls. In Gate Town. Outside Eulmore? You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house. Thank you. Astronaut?
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
It is.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Hello. How you doing?
Tis good to see you, my friend. The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alfino, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu. It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. but the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
Me, I was more worried about you.
Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding.
I believe it.
But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
We could talk while having a seat. I'm just saying. There we go.
I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity. Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more.
Sorry about that.
Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin-Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered.
Of course.
That is what brought me to the gates of Eulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Well, yes. That's a magical word right there.
And so we take to the road once more.
Da, 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 da. Open arms, closed gate. That's a good pun now that I know that the place is called Open Arms. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Eulmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west, and then cross a small bridge. Prototype comes. Okay, free side quest there. Okay. None of them blue. Going on in my car. Man, that inclination and then this here would be awful on the car. Kholusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar? I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think that whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. Huh? Huh? Wait. No, get away from me! Over there. Huh? Care to repeat that, Alpino? Quickly, someone's in trouble. So, what, are there 7 reflections right now that have met their doom? Because the source was struck with a calamity? Oh no. I think the face. Look out! What? Where's Alpino? Right, madame, were you struck by any illness? My poor heart. Thank you, young miss. Oh, there you are. In my haste I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you alright, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Eulmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again, you saved my life. Now I'm sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's not to be had here but cobwebs and memories. She had a similar hairstyle to mine. I know it's another hairstyle that you can pick, but it's funnier how it just looks like a shorter version of the one I have. This as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Eulmore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? Wait, no. No, I read that right. I read it right, okay. Yes, Alisa would be well qualified to speak on the subject. Compared with Almorang, Kholusia is almost a haven, but as you saw, we cannot let our guard down. Had you arrived but a few moments later, the Sin Eaters would have claimed another victim. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. We're back to dress clipping time. Dress clipping. Dress clipping. You can catch me? Torgo is too fast. One Punch Mantis? Was One Punch Man already out when Shadowbringers came out? I mean, I guess it was, because this thing exists. And here we are. Surveying, surveying, surveying. Yep, those are tracks. And that's the Eulmore right there. Dun, dun.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Eulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
You pronounced it as Gate Town? Instead of Gate Town? Gate Town. Why did you pronounce? Okay. I'm sorry, taking away the seriousness of the scene.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh? I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
Huh.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Eulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu!
Well, that's easy.
Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
Do I have a dialogue option for culinarian?
What about that girl?
That would be cool. Probably not, but it would be cool.
Do you recall how I said Eulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Eulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back.
And if they fail,
Having seen your
what
all
happens?
too
Do they die?
obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor. Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident!
I want to destroy the city.
Enjoy!
Thank goodness.
Meal is a foodstuff which Eulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well.
I mean, it's
Many
probably
here rely on it to
amazing
survive
for
in
them,
these
right?
times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let us just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, it does. All right. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Eulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways it could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that... well, mayhappy you should take a turn around Gatetown and judge the situation for yourself. There are side quests too. That I will do later. Oh, you? The one with an evil sounding voice. Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Eulmore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gatetown's... wait, no. Gatetown? Yeah, whatever. Gatetown... not... yeah, wait. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Gatetown's not much to look at, aye, but at least it's safe, and the meal is the best thing I've ever tasted. Of course, it sounds like meal. Of course it does. Carry me, you fitty. Away! A fill in the belly, a songstress of the sea. Hello, what's up? It's been many days. Hey Frost, how you doing? I'm playing a very depressing part of the game. Aspiring songstress? Okay. I was kind of expecting to see the first version of Flamen. Bubbling cookpot. How are you doing, Frost? I hope you're doing great. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks, meal, you realize, float in the otherwise plain broth. Oh, hey! Nice, my first vista in Shadowbringers. Gatetown. Gatetown is a haphazard mess of shacks and lean-tos, the result of refugees throwing up shelters as they await their chance to embrace the comforts of Eulmore. Though living conditions can best be described as abysmal, the regular distribution of meal and minimal risk of eater attacks has only seen the population increase over time. Get out of there, Ruka. Yep. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Yes. Yeah, it's been a great day. Honestly, 2026 starting brought many bad lucks as it's starting, but now it seems to be getting chill. It just started. It's literally just the 9th day of 2026. Calm down. If it's getting chill, then awesome. I already had my tires slashed 2 days ago. Yeah. What about you? I'm actually doing great right now. Like, 2 days ago I wasn't all that great. 3 days ago also wasn't great. The last stream I was in actual so much pain, but I streamed anyway because I wanted to. But yesterday and today I'm actually doing great, physically speaking. But as you heard before, what I said before, like 2 days ago someone slashed the front tires of my car, so I had to call a pickup truck and everything. It sucked. But later today I will get around to fix it. After the stream is done, I will get around to fixing it. Every day I dream of the light that waits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? You don't want to go there, probably. You probably definitely do not want to go there. But it's probably also better than being here. Ugh. It sucks. You have anything to say? Did you hear what happened to that girl? Oh hey, the corn jacket. Okay. You've seen what Gate Town has to offer? These people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of meal, and believe Eulmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive of any other way of life. My Wi-Fi is rage baiting me right now. Oh, so you weren't able to hear what I was saying? That's what I'm getting from that. It's a proof of Eulmore? It is difficult to make a final judgment without first seeing the city's inner workings. Mayhap it is that uncertainty which always makes me feel so ill at ease here. Not that it matters. However, injustice system seems to me, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Eulmore's largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and untended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Also, yeah, sorry. It's okay. So basically what I was saying is that 2 days ago someone slashed the front tires of my car, not cat, but yeah, someone slashed the front tires of my car, and I'll get to fixing it later today. I haven't really had much time with classes and such, but today, later, I hate Twitch. I hate it so much. Nay, I'm not convinced that the Eulmore generosity truly serves the best interests of Kholusia's people. I'm not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers, struggling to survive. Even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Eulmore's gates. It's fortunate that you arrived when you did, Juliana. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. How fortuitous. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the sea surrounding the island. The Ondo, they are called, though you and I know them as Hagen. Ah. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Satoru took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favored the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Eulmore in the world would take time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. That is good. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Why don't you already have the produce? Okay. Might you help me make the exchange? Sure. And hey, I can breathe underwater, so that's gonna help. Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first then. We must pay a visit to Moshamoa, my supplier in the right. Come, it is just to the northwest of here. Oh no. Still no blue quests. Okay. Moshamoa. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Moshamoa. This is my associate, Juliana. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad? Short blue hair? No? He didn't come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confound it. Someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. This charlatan was here not long ago. He cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of the town, and I shall take the west. Forgive me, I have no cause to doubt the lad. Still, he shouldn't be hard to spot with that blue hair of his. I agree. Hopefully, Alfino doesn't confuse the two of us. Blue-haired people look alike. Was I just Harris? I was Harris, I'm sorry. I was Harris for a joke. I should not have done that. That was so stupid. That was really stupid. Alright. Hey, what's up? You have located your quarry. Yay! I'm glad I went for it immediately. I really hate when I don't catch it and I just have to take like 10 minutes to find it. There's no in between either. Juliana, any sign of him? You have a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape. No, the colibri found me. The two colibri. Because it's a toucan and a colibri. That's actually kind of smart. Anyway. Well, many people do stupid things in every day also, including me, so it's normal. Yeah, fair enough.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Kholusia.
Tell me then, Kholusia, must it be Eulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
When's the Pokemon games where I try to run away to some place, but the wild Pokemon keep on appearing, I gotta fight them.
That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Eulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kholusia, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
That's not who you are, that's exactly what I was thinking. Quite possibly, meaning we better hurry up and think of a new plan. That's a horrible choice. That's not who you are. And it's exactly what I was thinking too, like, that's not who you are, all we know.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alfino, ever the slave to sentiment.
The voice.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to right
The
then?
melody in this song is nice. Wait a minute, if that white hair guy's hair was long, it actually looks a little like your character's hair.
Is that?
Yeah, a little bit, I can see it. From front. Yeah, I can see it. Hmm?
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
Don't tell me that's Urian J.
Come on, they may need our help.
Is that Urian J? It kind of looks like how he looked in the cinematic. Hey man, have to go all the way over there. I will go on my orb. My orb. Ponder the orb, Frost. Ponder the orb. Do you mind? And you too, do you mind? Oh my god. Is that someone dead or a log? Probably not dead. If it is who I think it is, it's one of the main characters that just washed up on shore, I guess. Weakened wretch. Okay, no, it's not. It's not one of the main characters. It's not, but kind of looks like him from afar. It was a bit of a pixelated mess. Forgive me. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Mercy! Mercy, I beg you! Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. Well, meanwhile, the other guy be fighting those golems. Only if it was another player, he might be screaming at you. The poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. Let me guess, this is where we learn that in Eulmore, like, people who don't entertain the rich are cast out or killed. I thought for certain I was dead. Why am I ever to repay this kindness? We'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristel. I was invited into Eulmore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their tastes, they just as quickly turned me out onto the street. I knew it. Who could have guessed? I was left penniless and patronless, a grave scene in Lord Vothry's city. Vothry's, that's a name. Within days they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to live. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. He flung me over the balustrade into the goddamned ocean. Wow, okay. From up there? How were you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. The citizens condone such barbaric punishment? Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Vothry passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Eulmore, his word is law. Yeah. That fire just chased the chill from my bones, thank you again. Hey, Alfino, not to bother you, but my chocobo's butt is in your face. The more I hear about Eulmore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first, we should convey Tristel to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. Away into the city? I'm gonna teleport. Woo. Wow. Pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Eulmore. Insofar as I am able, at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to the stomach, but if it is plain you've set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. You'll be able to become a pictomancer with it. The Eulmoran elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. You make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided. But I shan't stay long in this place, not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new land and a new profession. I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. Go to the Crystarium. Crystarium is your friend there. Should you make it to the city, have care with what you say and do. I wouldn't want you to save my life only to lose your own. City of Final Pleasures. Alright. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristo has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Oh yeah, that's true! I forgot about that for a second. Yeah, Alfino is a great artist. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. I mean, I can show you an example right now. You're really good at painting. As for you, well, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant? Yeah, I don't mind. Then it is settled. All we need to do now is return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. Vile jesters. Yeah. Yeah, like, look at this. The sketch of Yugiri and Gosetsu? That looks great. You're just as good as the Final Fantasy official Final Fantasy artist. Wait, there are 2 blue quests here. Hold on a second. Ether current? Oh, who are you? Forgive me, it's not often we see travelers in Right. What with how dangerous it is, hereabouts. I've been worried for my husband taking the road down to the shipyard. He's as strong as a Talos. He has been gone for a good while though. Is he dead? That's a pretty common theme with a lot of side quests here in this expansion. They're just dead. Oh, and this is the start of a chain of side quests. But I'll do it for now and stop there for the Ether Current. Excuse me, but you're the lady Alfino was traveling with, aren't you? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name. Ah, Juliana, how lovely to meet you. My name is Eulmore, and I'm the acting village mayor. I was hoping someone of your talents would pass through right before long. The thing is, I need to visit someone up at Stonegazer, but I'm afraid to walk the path alone. Do you think you could provide an escort? An escort mission? You have the exact same hairstyle as me, by the way. I just realized. My thanks. I just couldn't bring myself to ask one of the villagers. You see, there was an incident a while back where a veteran band of hunters was badly mauled. Simply mentioning that it's unsafe to wander outside the village these days would be enough to bring back memories of that grisly scene, which is why it's been so difficult to even bring up the subject. But such does not change the fact that the roads are indeed dangerous. Pray meet me on the path to the north and be prepared to fend off the wildlife. Okay. But before I do that, I'm gonna do this one. Hehe. This mount is goofy, I like it. Oh wait, actually I have a new mount that I haven't tried out yet. Alto. Look at her, she has a little hammer. Alto has a little hammer, that's so cute. And the little band too. The little hammer as well. And the frying pan as well. That's cool. Look at her go, she's cute. So, Alto, you wanted me to show you vast lands and go to where no dragon ever went, at least from our dimension? Well, here you go, we're in another dimension entirely. Does that work for you? Something I can do for you, stranger? Well, beat me with a hammer, has it been that long? I was aiming to salvage the planks from this old hull, but she's giving me more trouble than I bargained for. Bit of a waste to leave all this lumber lying around. Not much call for seaworthy ships, since the light ate up half the world, you understand? Ish. Right, makes sense. So I reckoned it were better for a woodworker like me to put it to good use. These boards though, they're so tightly joined I can't pull the bleeding things loose. Here, do me a favor and sprinkle some of this powder on the joints along the keel. I'll keep working on this end, and if any luck I can make it home before the wife stomps down here to fetch me herself. Okay. Another player doing the exact same. Hi, Riot. Here's another player doing the exact same quest I am. Joa, hi Riot, how you doing? One, two, and... Wait, what? They didn't finish the... But they didn't finish the side quest still. Why did they just teleport away? I should do the trick. Powdered fire crystal is the best thing for melting wood glue. I'm just putting warheads on forehead in God. Wow, okay. That's a great line. Let's put on a little war and the steam will take care of the rest. It's not to be a one-man job now, thanks to you. Or if you could let the noise. No, I'll be done within the hour, then you'll have helped me out of 2 rough spots today. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, they just teleported to the way to do the thing. Makes sense, never mind. Is she over here? She's over here. I circled the entire house. He's alright then. Well, that's a relief. White had its share of troubles and the wife doesn't worry. What? He had you helping strip planks? The cheek of that man. Still, we're lucky his father taught him the trade at all. Even if he uses those skills to take ships apart instead of building them. A woodworker puts food on the table, so I'm grateful to his family for keeping up their traditions. I'm grateful to you for bringing me peace of mind. Please take this for your kindness. An ether current. You just had it in your pocket, I guess. Aiding. 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 What did I tell you? I was barely 10 steps out of the village. Come, let us hurry along before more predators have a chance to gather. I feel like it's talking and not talking and watching you guys talk. Well, I mean, we aren't really talking much, are we? I'm just playing the game, I'm just having fun. Was that guy's name say Luke? Luke. Luke Skywalker. Lucky Luke. Thank you for the escort, Joriana. This is a gentleman I wish to speak with, so we didn't go any further. Then why is there ominous music playing right now? Sigh, Luke. Are you wandering around by yourself out here? You know what kind of creatures lurk beyond the borders of the village. Ah, well, if it isn't Cliff Toll's little girl. Something I can do for you, lass? Yes, sir. I came for an answer for my proposal from the other day. Have you given any thought to taking over as village mayor? I'm doing the best I can in the interim, but I have neither the age nor the wisdom to continue in the role. And the rest of the villagers agree with me. I would have helped, but my memory is even worse than yours, so I probably don't remember his name either. Who? Remember whose name? What are you talking about? What? Anyway, yeah, maybe you're talking about him, like, say Luke, that's his name. Like, I'm just talking about the guy that's in front of me. I'm fairly sure I told you nay once already. But seeing as you found a gorgeous so you could come and talk to me, then mayhap I will consider the idea, in exchange for a few small tasks. You will. Please just tell me what I need to do. My friend, Clifton, your dear father, was looking for a sickle to cut some rope. Would you mind skipping back to the village and borrowing one from me? Why would you... I mean, a sickle, was it? For cutting rope? That shouldn't be too difficult. I had only meant to ask you along for the one trip, but if I'm to complete these tasks, will you be willing to indulge me a while longer? This is going to be a... Say his name was Will or something, the NPC in the game, I think. No, I didn't. His name is Say Luke. And so I was joking because his name is Say, Luke, like the word say. So I said Luke. And then I went on a bit of a tangent, like Luke Skywalker, Lucky Luke, and that was all there was to it. I don't think I ever said his name is Will. If I did, then I apologize, I don't remember. Good day to you, young Lewis. You look a little flustered, dear. Was there something I could help you with? And a good day to you, madam. Excuse me. I was actually hoping to borrow a sickle. Is that all? Here, you can take this one. I have several... What's going on with my voice? Okay. I have several spares, so there's no rush in returning it. Doing a spot of harvesting, are you? My thanks, but it's not for me exactly. I was asked to bring one for my father. Your father? Shadow, save me! What? Forgive me, if you're to accompany me in these tasks, then you deserve to know the whole story. It was my father, Clifton, who was the former mayor, right? And the incident I spoke of earlier was something that happened a year ago. One day a stray sin-eater came prowling around and slaughtered nearly half the village. It was a waking nightmare. Some of the villagers blamed my father. They said it was because he refused to accept the protection of Eulmore. The sheer scale of the tragedy and the accusation that followed wore away at his conscience, until finally he could bear the guilt no longer. He hanged himself. Luke, the old man we spoke to, was his closest friend. But considering how he worded his requests, it seems he's reluctant to accept the fact of my father's death. Still, I would see this task to its end. Let us bring him his sickle, shall we? Well, that's foreboding. One other thing that I really like about these shadowbringers areas, it never becomes nighttime. If you even check the weather over here on the top right, it just says everlasting light. The light is just... it never becomes nighttime, no matter where you are. It's creepy. Now look, sir. We've brought the sickle you asked for. Oh, good, good. Old Clifton will be glad to see this. Oh, sir. Thank you for staying with me, Joriana. This might be harder than I expected. And I will... Wait, blue again? I will do this later. Their planet ain't rotating. Yeah, let's just say that. You mind? It always explains why the trees are dry. That is a really good point, I didn't even notice. But yeah, for example, let me just show you like an example here. This is usually like, this is the usual map of the game, right? In the first 3 expansions, the first 3 stories, so to speak. That's the map that you have. And this is the map here. In this other alternate dimension. The light, as you can see here, the light has consumed all the world around it. This is just like the last safe haven that hasn't been flooded by light, so to speak. Also, another thing that's actually kind of cool. You see how it looks here, Norvrand? The name of the place is called Norvrand. You see the shape, the overall shape of it? Now, if we go here to the map of the first expansion, it looks very similar, doesn't it? It's just kind of the same, just slightly different. Kind of cool. Okay, let's move on with the main story. Here they come. Almost as if they were reflections. Yeah, I know, Riot. I talked all about that last stream. This world is pretty big. It's an open world game, I guess. It's an MMO. It's like a multiplayer game that you can just play a single player for most of it, which is why I like it. Because me and multiplayer games do not mesh well at all. But this game, Final Fantasy XIV, is like the biggest exception of the century. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place for a painter of a plum. So come along and don't be slow. It's time to let your colors show. I can paint. Portraits, at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rare to commission these days. Oh, I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. I would be helping Joe, but he's on the EU server, so I can't help. Don't you dare. Even if you could, don't you even dare. Like, stream snipe. That's fine, but you're not coming with me to dungeons. That's not like an insult either. It's not you or anyone. I will do this myself with an NPC party, and no one is gonna stop me from actually enjoying the game. The story, I mean. And the game. Oh, I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around an easel. Oh hey, easel. It's fine, Riot. Just pat. Hold on. I can pat. Meh. I can pat for some reason. There we go. Yeah, like stream snipe and be here, like with me, fine. But don't run dungeons. Run dungeons like when I'm doing the dungeons for like a second time or a third time, or when I'm just leveling up things. But for the first time in the story, no. Absolutely not. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? I have one. Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold. Such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that it has seen no small amount of service. Aha! Flecks of paint, both old and new, a tool much loved and much used. Or a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well. Come with us and we'll put those talents to the test. And who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or a parasite? Why, this is my assistant. She whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with her or not at all. Parasite, then. We shall leave her fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. Having filled our latest vacant space, we retire to Eulmore's sweet embrace. You're always silent and happy. Oh, mercy me, the meal! We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. We must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. Well, thankfully, you will have to accept a party invitation for me to come along anyway, so... True. And also, I was just used to the NPC party. So it wasn't going to happen anyway.
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days.
Right, let's see. It does have a little bit of that Limsa feel to it, with the marble, and the doors also have the same style, but
perhaps
it's very
in that
deformed.
they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
It's even grander from this angle, eh? Eh? Eulmore, finally. Right. Welcome, welcome to the City of Final Pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No? Not even a single tear? Moving right along then. Our first task is to register you as residents. You know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head through the joyous hall. The Bureau of Immigration is in the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folk off to the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls in Gate Town, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. Huh. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow men, then, by all means, take your time. But why waste another moment? Go, enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. This is horrible. Like, oh hey. Vista. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we had better show ourselves willing for the time being. One good gust of wind and the whole thing will come down, yep. How do I get up there? Can I come in? Nope. No? Okay. It has to be... Oh! Wait, this is open. But no open... Wait, no, there is an open roof. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way to get up there. At least not for now. Oh, okay. Bastard nailed it in that. Okay. Okay, now, how do I get up there? Okay. Seems like the right way to go, but... Is the hole in the ceiling? I gotta go right now. I hope your stream goes well. See you, buddy. Thank you. I hope all goes well for you too. Thank you for the headband. Yay. How the heck do I get up there? Can I jump from here to there? Well, there was a freaking invisible ceiling, but okay. Can I go without running? Okay. There we go. Okay, easy. Now I hope it's lookout. Okay. The Gory Gate. This grand entrance leads into the buttressed layer of Eulmore, a sudden jarring shift into a world of splendor. Crowds of hopeful petitioners yearn for the chance to pass through its iron-bound doors, but the path to glory is far narrower than the width of the gate would suggest. Oh. Well. I'm spying so many side quests here that have yet to show up. Okay. Why are they eating pebbles? There's a shop there. A broken ship right out of the Siren Song Sea dungeon. Hit that, yay. Thank you. King Riot. And another one. Thank you. And another one. Yep. Wrong one. The Derelicts. This shanty town provides shelter for the destitute masses which huddle around the base of Eulmore. Many have built shacks with planks scavenged from the derelicts. Sea vessels left to rot once a flood of light made the oceans impassable, while others simply squat in whatever remains of the ship's broken hulls. Squats, you say? Okay. Moving on. I don't think there's anything on the other side. Yeah. Ooh. The apothecary. All right. a massive door, but this little chunk is what opens. That reminds me of Kingdom Hearts 2 at Disney Castle. Yep. Yep, indeed. Was just thinking that. Welcome to Eulmore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I am Alfino, an artist, and this is Joriana, my assistant. Ah yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Eulmore are divided into two classes. These are the free, who are blessed with the favor of Lord Vorthry, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general laborer. I see. And might you tell us something of the patron we are to serve? The two patrons, actually, Chinese and Dulia Chai, a mystical couple whom most refer to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility, for your own sakes as much as theirs. Now, a moment please, while I complete the relevant paperwork. All in order. These are your registration documents. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you will officially be Eulmoran citizens. Yay! Enjoy your new life in paradise. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. This would be so funny. If, like in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, I think it was Superstar Saga. Yeah, it was that one. You could make funny faces for the portrait. It would be really cool. Of course, they won't do that here, but it would be fun. What have we here? Alfino, artist. Joriana, artist's assistant. To be employed in the service of Lord Chinese and Lady Dulia Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. It's kinda creepy how she went super serious. Then for the thumbs up, like, super happy, and then serious again. I always found that to be a little creepy, like the snap in emotions. For any character, really. I think it's best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before what's going to happen right now. Oh dear. You smell hideous. Oh. Did he crawl here through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast. Proceed directly to the delusory next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whichever showers are free. After you've rinsed away that stench, you will want to splash yourself with this perfume. Liberally. Once you've made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai residence. Cornen, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions. Well, alright. That's fun. I hadn't realized we were so aromatic. I love that. That was fun. Really funny. Okay then. You're sure to be impressed by my posing. Sure, dude. We're debating here then? Should I censor? Nah. You rinse yourself clean in the stream of water. Nothing changed. I'm not even sparkling. Oh, right. Oh, let me read the item description. This bottle contains scented water, the liberal application of which can conceal undesirable odors. Okay, it was... I was hoping for a funny description. Oh. You apply the perfume as directed, and the delicate scent of roses fills the air. This kind of reminded me of this emote. Hold on a second. Here. Reminded me of this. Oh, you showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not? That is to say, isn't rather exposed for one's ablutions, does it not? Hurry up and shower, Stinky. What would this teen say? I say would have been drying her hair by now. Hurry up and shower, Stinky. Fine, just a quick rinse then. Wow, yours was way quicker. Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the rose have been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons then? You're looking to present yourself to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city is laid out then. Imagine 3 layers, one on top of the other. I can do that. This layer here is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, where the military has its headquarters. And above that, you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Eulmore spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you'll need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs. Then look for the Grand Dame's parlor. You'll be in there, like as not. Alright. Oh. I was expecting... Sorry. I was just expecting a transition. Oh. Oh. I hate those. I'm gonna have to jump from a high place, right? Oh, I almost got it on the first try. Oh well. Where's the ether shard? Oh, there it is. Oh, already? I got all of them? Okay. No, this is nowhere near enough. Oh, there's a nut spawn here. Okay. What are you confirming, miss? It's so dark. Ooh, the mainstay. Okay, there's nothing here. There is nothing. I'm gonna try again. Let's go. Second try. Eulmore Army Headquarters. The offices of the vaunted Eulmore military, though once ensconced in the canopy above. I was not expecting this to be able to open. The change in policy which accompanied Lord Vothry's investiture as ruler saw the army fall in prominence, its officers relegated to the mid-layer chambers, which once served as the city's jail. Oh, city's jail, you say? The canopy? Skyfront. Whoa. Okay then. Special permission is required to use this aetheryte. Crap. I can't use this, can I? Okay then. Hi, Moen. Are you sure your name is not Moena? Like Rowena, but with an M? Something about you seems so very... No, it can't be. As if I could have possibly seen my future business partner in a dream. What a preposterous thing that would be. Really? Really not. Okay. Oh hey, Karna. Do you have a cannon by any chance? No? Okay. Luxury trader. Ah, one of these. Right. There are 3 of those in Revenant Stall. Then the wretched pauper split his head open. Hilarious. Well, that's a shame. The Xylem Rift? Okay. Whoa. Okay. The Beehive. Is this a Final Fantasy VII reference? It feels like a Final Fantasy VII reference. I think it is. It might be. Oh. It's a weird one. The Beehive. The Beehive is a place of noise and excitement. A little sting to invigorate the safe, pampered lives of Eulmore's free citizens. Regardless of gender, this establishment's bonded workers are often called honeybees, while the owner reigns above them as queen. Very well. The first fat cat we've seen in this game. That's not a cinematic.
Oh, who's this then?
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me! What an adorable boy! That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers.
So the perfume did work.
I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive
positive he'll paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Eulmore.
Alphino, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
Ta-da!
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
Yes, yes I am, as Phineas would say.
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all. Of all people, 'tis she who best understands my work. With her unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations.
Damn.
Once the picture has begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than her being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city she has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for her priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on her behalf.
Since she can
Did you
speak.
ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have her wish. She shall be free to roam to her heart's content. Isn't that right, darling?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
Oh, here's where I get the white oak footgear. Great sightseeing. You've the opportunity to experience Eulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city, top to bottom. In other words, I will start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, mayhap. Such places are usually filled with colorful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. The boutique always wins. Oh. You are the esteemed Joriana Ramoin, yes? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Moen, founder and chairwoman of the Boutique of Splendors. Master Alphino has spoken quite highly of you and your unparalleled artistic abilities. Quite highly indeed, somehow, from over there. Forgive me my boldness, but I should be most honored if you were to register with us as a provider of collectibles. As compensation, we can offer you a wide variety of goods that I am confident will meet with your approval. Not direct compensation, to be clear. We have adopted a system rather similar to one with which you are doubtless familiar, and which I only recently learned of from Master Alphino. That is somehow profitable. For every delivery, you will receive payment in the form of scripts. This exclusive currency is redeemable only with the Boutique of Splendors. Limiting, perhaps, but you will find that the equipment and materials we have on offer more than make up for any inconvenience. And that is true, it's literally the best thing ever. The woman who first conceived this approach was brilliant, wouldn't you agree? A true visionary who managed to bring together people from all walks of life and reshape the world with her boundless compassion and generosity. Except for... Gilbert? No. Oh my god, what was his name? Sorry, her ex. Oh my... Oh, I forgot his name, the blacksmith. In Hurstmill, I think that was the name of the village. How do I remember the name of the village, but not the guy's name? Geralt. I think that's his name, Geralt. Yeah, Geralt. Do you have a Meralt here? Oh, and I should mention that the negligible portion of the value of all collectibles processed with the withheld will be withheld to account for overhead and other assorted operating expenses. Doubtless I need not explain the necessity of this. It's so funny that Moen is just a kinder version of Rowena, and she just looks exactly like her too. Anyway. Mozzarella. Okay. Chicken thigh. Material A? And what's this? Leather sand. Oh. Gotcha. No, whatever. Dual exchange? Oh. Huh, this is exactly like the relics over in Kurthus, in Ishgard, I mean. Okay. Merchant? Oh. Oh, I get it. This is going to be a collectibles story here. Okay, like Elto and the orphanage in Indoshire and all that. For some reason, the stream just stopped. Like, there was an encoding error. Not sure what that is. Oh, OBS crashed.